Hello, hello. Why is this always in the wrong spot? There. Just seems wrong. Maybe I'm in the wrong spot. Let's start a prediction while I'm talking. Predict away. Sparky Wolf, Diff McCuff, Seamus, Logic Dolphin, Nightbot, whoever else is here, welcome. We're going to play Aeon Zen tonight. I am John, aka MigrantP, and when I turn my computer that way, it feels like it's not straight on. So that means I don't sit at it straight on. I don't know. Let's figure that out. What are we talking about? We're going to play Aeon's End. There's Kickstarter. I know it is very far away at this point. It is 17 hours to go, and it's about 40+%. But you never know. Miracles could happen. So we're going to be playing Aeon's End in celebration of the Kickstarter. However it goes. Handelabra Games believes in being as inclusive as possible, including civil rights for everyone, Black Lives Matter, and trans rights. Anyone working against those goals is not welcome and will not be tolerated. So be excellent to one another. Sparky Wolf. I gotta do a vote where Sparky Wolf has to click on number 1 sometime just to really mix it up. Quick, take Walker, put in your vote. You've got 30 seconds, maybe less by this time. So what is happening? I still am on the wrong. I wonder if it's my thing. I'm gonna look at this, my image. It's my mask image not in the middle. That could be it. I'm just gonna put this that way, and we're gonna deal with it. I can definitely tilt it up a little bit. Get more of my shiny head. Click 1. It can happen. It's true. How did you do last night, Seamus? I know you had some trouble in the first couple of games. Did you end up winning? I had to go have supper. And I had a remix of last night's supper. Made fried rice with leftovers tonight. Ooh. 6 games, not a single win. Well, I know what's a win is Jamboree Sour with strawberry and guava from Two Crows. All right, let's click quick play. I already did set up some customizing. So we were using some different playmat and stuff, so it looks cool. So let's go quick play. It is a 3-mage game against the one that beat Seamus a whole bunch, at least early on. Yeah, I wrote those, Sparky Wolf, to try to tempt you into clicking on number 1. It didn't work, though. Ooh, that is a little sour. It's nice, though. So we've got Kadir. We've got Zana and Malastar here tonight. Let's look at our market, though we're not going to be buying many cards because of Prince of Gluttons. We have Jade is the only low-cost gem, and then there's a 5 and a 6. Wow, okay. That's not something I would do. Banishing Topaz, one of the new ones. Oh yeah, so this is one of the custom backgrounds. Gravehold is just over that ridge. Molten Hammer, Staff of Wonders, got some focusing. It's very expensive though. Ignite, Void Bond, medicated spell powder. We learned last time we played Aeon's End that has some interesting combo possibilities. Essence Theft for a little bit of heals. Kadir has heals. And Oblivion Swell. So actually kind of a random, not a market I would put together. So we will still attempt to buy from the Devoured Pile as much as we can. But it's very expensive. So that might not be feasible. We'll buy this jade. And yeah, we can just open and prep that spark in there next time. So let's buy the other jade. Try not to buy from here, but you got to buy a couple things. Yeah, I'm always going to call it that, Takewalker. I grew up with so many ads on TV as a kid in Canada. Gold Bond, like, was constantly advertising in Canada when I was a kid. So it's just, like, ingrained, emblazoned into my mind. So thanks, advertisers, for that. Who wants a turn? Who can afford this on their turn if they... Oh, Malastar can. If Malastar goes now and then again, Malastar can buy a 5-cost card. So let's have Malastar take a turn. And sometimes we open and prep this, sometimes we don't. I don't know what's the right answer. We don't have a spell next turn, so let's go with the focus of that and buy a jade. Unleash. Oh no, we covered up the things I wanted to buy. Someone gets to draw a card. It's going to be a jade or, excuse me, a crystal. Raid bug spray. I mean, all else being equal, Malastar should suffer the damage, so I guess he gets a charge. And good old bleed static. So Malastar got 1 charge out of that. Well, I guess we're buying these. Well, we do have to. We don't have to. Actually, yeah. Malastar can buy the jade. Oh, there's 2 more jades in there. Why are there so many jades in there? But if we buy 1, then Malastar can buy 1 and then buy the other. And then I think we'll be pretty good for gems. Let's focus and prep this here. Buy that jade. Then Malastar goes. Has to cast. Let's buy these things. All right, now we'll start buying spells. Who can afford a spell? Zana can. Zana has just 1 jade, though. We're not going to have Bleed Static go off this round. So actually, Kadir taking a turn isn't bad because she can get her sparks cycled through and then not have spells. So let's do that. Not that casting these sparks is that exciting, but she'll not... when Bleed Static goes off, she won't have a spell. Oh, hey, look. Something to hit. Ideally, I think having 1 of these damages from Bleed Static is what you want. Oh, we can open and just prep Immolate in there and leave it now. That seems pretty good. Oh, and if this Devoured is still here, well, it won't be because of Banesire. That 6 was still there. Malastar could buy it. But he won't. Actually, Kadir could buy it. Kadir could buy it. I'm going to buy it. I mean, I should buy a spell, though, shouldn't I? When he unleashes, he is going to devour Jades. There's 2 left, so he's going to finish off the Jades. And then he'll start devouring something else. I want him to buy spells from this pile, not from these piles. So let's buy this. And let's give a life. Get a life, Malastar. Tonight you are reorganizing a Sentinels mod for Tabletop Simulator. I saw you're working on your Sentinels digital mod too. That's fun. I am thinking about making a Sentinels digital mod. Weird. 1 damage to Banesire. Discovering the cauldron is full of typos. Yeah, I think they fixed a lot of them on the Sentinels digital one, but there's still some. Still some outstanding. So this is this guy. We're pretty safe to just cast the 1 spark. I think we just open a breach and pop this in. It's more of my last legend. Or my ultimate U word for fantasy. Malastar gets damaged for a charge. Alright, here's the bleed static. Malastar can take it. We just have to keep, maybe not give him any more damage now. Oh, and now we can get spells over there. So I think Ignite is a pretty good option. As long as it doesn't get too buried. Yeah, that's gonna get relics, so we want to kill this thing, but we also want to kill him. Kill them all. But we can buy Ignite from the devoured pile. No! So this guy's gonna put relics on top of whatever the spell is. So let's put Void Bond first, and then maybe we get a Molten Hammer. Oh, we can take damage instead. Let's take damage instead. Oh man, some bad minions. We definitely need spells. Oh, well, we can heal Gravehold, but we can't heal the supply. We can heal each other, we can heal Gravehold, we can't heal the supply, so we have to do this. Let's buy a spell from here and a charge. Alright, kill the Banesire. Do we need... Well, 7 ether or 8, but we could get 9 instead. But I think 8 is perfect because we can just buy these 2 spells. So let's just get the 8. Also, Malastar is like super getting charged, so that's fun. And a wild. So with 5 ether, we could get another gem for Malastar, but he's pretty well set up. No one has any big damage on tap. Honestly, I would go for Kadir to get more damage out and to maybe hit this thing at least once. Let's give Malastar charges. Gravehold's doing all right. Yeah, we don't super need that gem. What's our turn coming up? Just 1 spell. We don't have a lot of spells. We need him to devour more spells so we can buy them. Buy a Healy spell. I don't think I'm going to buy these unless Zana has the chance. She just has the 1 Jade. She's actually pretty unlikely to get a chance to buy one. She might just not have a lot of ether for most of the game. I think we buy a spell because we want that. We need damage for these things. All right. Malastar. Is he buying this? He could buy a spell and prep it to Zana's Breach right now. He also has 3 spells coming up and nowhere to put them. So that's a problem. He actually has to open that. Alright, and she kind of needs to buy... she can open a breach. She could open the breach next turn, though. So, let's buy... There's 3 there. There's 3 there. Let's buy an Ignite. Suffer damage. Yeah, generally we've got some space to suffer some damage for a little while, so we'll do that. Devouring is how you lose, so you don't want to do that. Alright, this thing, we can knock it down, so it just hits Grip Hold for 1 and then goes away. Then we'll finish off this thing. We'll probably take a life here. And just focus this. Yeah. We'll suffer damage. That thing goes away. Agony Field. Destroy a card in hand. All right. Who can do the most? If we have Kadir go and she gets to go early, she can kill that thing. So I think it's Kadir. And we can have Malastar. Malastar's ability is during his own main phase. He doesn't have his thing active, so sure. We could destroy this, but I don't think that's worth destroying for that. I think we focus here. It's Kadir. You can discard a Spark to heal. We'll generally heal Malastar because Malastar can take damage to get charges. We could destroy a Jade for this. That's definitely worth it because we can actually just go ahead and buy this. Upgrade the Jade. All right, we kind of have to cast this because we don't have room. But we can open this and probably park that Spark until we need it. Who's taking a turn? Malastar has a nice turn. Yeah, we kind of don't want Kadir to take a turn. I mean, it's fine if she takes a turn. But Malastar is actually coming up. We actually don't want Malastar to go because... Well, I don't want him to go and then not be able to cast his spells. That's the thing. But they'll be in an open breach, so... I don't know. Yeah, odds are he can get damaged, right? So let's... I guess the question is, do we prep this or do we prep the other? Let's give a spell to Kadir. She can have another one of these. I mean, we probably prepped the damage ones, right? It's probably more sensible. And of course he goes right away. So he doesn't have to cast these, but I mean, we could damage the Nemesis. I usually hold off for some minions, but let's do this. Charge Kadir. I don't think I'm going to cast another spell. I think there's more value in waiting to see if a minion comes out. We may as well prep this. And we want 8 ether or 7 ether. We don't need that devoured card, but actually if we get it and he doesn't happen to devour, then Zana could buy a jade. It's worth a chance, I think. So let's take the 7. I probably should be buying spells instead of gems, but I can buy spells on layaway. It's all right. Oh, good. Guess who's discarding all of their crystals? Everyone. Yeah, actually. So, I mean, Malastar could literally just discard his whole hand. It is nice to have something to do on your turn. If we do 1 here, 2 here, and 3 here, then at least everyone gets like a charge on their turn, or maybe a jade. Unleash twice. That means spells are going to be up for grabs, and we can't buy them now because we did that. So what would we want to have on top? Probably Ignite on top. And hopefully we get a turn in. Oh, right, it's only 2 copies, actually, isn't it? So yeah, we'll put Ignite on top. Another empty pile. And Zana can discard this, which does less than that. Well, this does less damage, but gives us a heal, which is probably useful. All right, we can just keep that Spark Pact. Buy a charge. Guess I should have left one person with more ether. This is 2 damage. Might be worth casting, I don't know. Baneful Crux, tier 2. I guess the last one was tier 2 as well. We can see there are 6 tier 2 cards left. Yeah, we'll cast this. Probably. Yeah, I mean, it's kind of... We either get the heal from this or we get the heal. I assume I'm going to want to charge, so... Just going to skip and use this for healing. Sparky Wolf likes it when I do wrong. Unclear if things are wrong or not. Doing all right. A wild. So can someone buy this? Yes, Zana can buy a spell. She's the only one who can buy, so let's buy that before it gets buried. What's this, by the way? Discard 2 cards in hand that cost 4 or more. Well, no one's doing that. Yeah, charge Kadir. Kadir is starting to get more spells. She still doesn't have enough. No one has enough to really make super use of it. But we can buy a spell off the devoured pile. But then let's see what happens. Ooh, I hate this one. Let us go first. Of course. Alright, this is going to be rough. This is going to devour 7 cards from one pile. So it's going to be Clouded Sapphire, which has the most in the supply. This is a tie between the things at 5. No one can afford anything at 5, and it's going to get buried by all of these 6s, so it's going to be this gem. Sorry, Zana, you don't get another gem, probably. Chomp, 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 chomp. It's a lot of chomping. Guess we should try to win. If he goes again, it's going to be really annoying, especially with Cauterizer in play. All right. This thing needs to get hit. Charge for... Yeah, Grape Hole's starting to get a little low. I think this needs to be not hitting for 3. I think we open this. How much... Oh, we actually have... Do we have 3 spells in the discard? It's not a lot, but... But then it's only to open breaches, so let's do it next cycle. Ugh. Why? 3 copies of something I don't want because... Guess it's Molten Hammer. Maybe I'll buy a Molten Hammer if I have a chance, like here. And Malastar doesn't have a spell up, so let's go Kadir. Oh, dang. All right. Serious business. Mind Guzzler. Can't buy anything. Can't focus. Malastar has a lot of ether available. And some damage. And Kadir as well. And actually, he doesn't have that many spells, does he? But if he buys a spell, we could use Kadir's ability on Malastar. It's not a bad idea. I hate that he has 1 life. Alright, we want to at least hit this down to 1. Who's going next? Zana, so she can finish it off. Actually, she can just kill it. So we hit this thing. And Kadir gains a charge. Look at that. I think we cast Kadir's spell here too. Let's give a life back to Kadir. And these are all just as good as... Oh, what? No, don't do that. Yeah, I mean, just using the ability on these spells is kind of okay. We can buy one of these and buy a charge or something. We could also buy a spell and put it on top, but... Let's do this. I think. So we want one of these. He does have some pretty good gems, honestly. We buy that and then use this to include that in the return. Actually, what we can do is not buy it directly. Buy it with this. So it's prepped. There we go, one more ether. Use this. Prep these all up. That seems pretty good. And then we can buy one of these and destroy crystals. We don't get any super benefit from the Oblivion Swell this round, but all right. This guy, unleash. Yeah, I don't like him unleashing every time. He's gonna devour one card, so it's not the end of the world. And Zan is short, so she is going to heal Gravehold. Click one card to devour it. Zan is not going to be able to get that unless she holds on to things, which is an option. Devour one of that. We can heal Gravehold, so Malastar gets a charge if he takes damage. Alright, we can kill this guy before he gets to do anything. We can Void Bond again and spark him. Void Bond chain. So that it's not impossible that we can buy this if we don't play our gems here. I think it's worth the chance here that she can get the wild before he replaces it. I don't think I want to discard because, well, it's fine. I don't probably need to buy anything. Give Kadir a charge. I want there to be spells on top, but they're buried, the ones I could afford. And I think we're just going to leave this for charges, and we're going to... We don't have any spells. They're all in my discard. I don't have that many. Charge up. All right, Zana gets to buy a card. Charge Kadir, charge Kadir. Needlemaw. Honestly, not a big deal. Because we can heal Gravehold pretty efficiently. Alright, we want 8 ether or 9 ether. Anyone have a lot of spells in their discard? Zana does. But she would need to go. So we could charge up. I really need more spells. If I have 8, I have 9, then I can charge up and buy a spell. So I think I do that. Let's buy another heal one. Seems to be what we need going forward. I mean, I could do this now on myself. It's just a spark. It's not as awesome, but let's do it. We can get a good hit on that Needle Maw, potentially. We could just ignore the Needle Maw. Alright, do we gamble that we can buy these spells? Malastar can't afford it, but he could charge and get one. No one can afford them right now, so I think we don't put the spells on top just now. Maybe, I mean, we put the Molten Hammer and then we put the spell. I think that's what we do. Fruit Fly. Summertime. Malastar gets 2 damage for a charge. Do we focus this breach? Yeah, we're gonna need it. Who takes a turn? Kadir can kill Needle Maw if we care. I don't think we actually care about Needle Maw because Zana can just heal Gravehold the amount that he's hitting Gravehold for. And so we just let Kadir blow up the enemy and get to do that faster, probably. Or actually, whoever can buy a spell off of here before it gets buried, I think, is important. So Malastar. So if we charge and use our charge to do... This is on a +1 breach, so let's do that. Oh, get an ether. Well, doesn't matter. Destroy a card in hand or on top of any discard pile. Well, I could have saved a crystal or destroy just a crystal in the top of my discard, which seems fine. Malastar. Wow. All right, we're buying another spell. That's nice. Yeah, I think we just ignore Needle Maw. 3 to 8. Oh, yeah. That's nice. I think that's worth discarding that for an extra 5 damage. That's how we're going to win. We buy this. Cycle it through. Yeah, we might not get a chance to buy it, so let's buy it. Discard pile on top of the deck, shuffle it, and destroy the top 4. So Zana is a pretty good candidate with almost all crystals. Kadir, not so much. Malastar, not so much. So yeah, it's Zana. She might lose her one. Actually, no, she has a better gem. It's in her hand now. Losing her buying power, but you know what? She's all right. And now we are unleashing twice. So we could... This is the last chance to get these spells if we put them. So I think we put the Topaz and then a spell. Because we are running low on supply piles. We better start trying to win here. All right. Shoot the enemy. And we're not going to discard for health because we're doing, I mean, not super fine, but fine enough. Actually, we can discard 1 crystal here. Give Malastar. Do the 2 damage, leave the other spark. Give another heal to Malastar for charging purposes. Don't have to win. Losing is an option. It's true. Do more damage. We do have to cast the spark because we need room. Yeah, I don't want to put that back on top of my deck. Actually, what's the open? It's 5, yeah, so I don't want to do that. If I could open it, then I would. But hey, who's got the thin deck now? It's Zana. Alright, I think we discard a... Well, we can discard a crystal for health because it's not doing anything. And leave that. He's down to 18. Lower than Gravehold. You may cast any player's prep spell. This is where we're in danger. There's 2 Nemesis turns left here. Can we actually... No, we have 2 Void Bonds. That's 8. We don't have the whole... We can't do enough. I don't think. If you had a Void Bond chain, though, that could be like... That could be 18 damage. Easily. I think we save that other Void Bond. Potentially. We can't focus this. So we have to cast this. Do we cast... If we cast this... Actually, we could give more charges out. So give a charge to Kadir. If Kadir goes wild, Kadir could then load up. So it doesn't have to be Kadir's copy of this, but it doesn't really matter whose it is. As long as she gets the charge. I think she could just charge up anyways, but whatever. Oh, I do get an extra ether, but I can't fully charge up. I think it's better to do that than focusing, especially because I don't have any more spells coming up. To discard. Interesting. Do we just win? I think we just win. If Zana gets to go. Because we cast Void Bond, then we cast the biggest available damage, which is this. And we cast whatever else, and we win. Take that, Sparky Wolf. The Nemesis has 0 life. We've done it. Choose the outcome. No doubt, quick play fell. All right. Time for a new prediction. Let's go for 2 minutes and let's see what happens. This was a triumph. Huge success. We'll do another quick play. What's the worst that could happen? Get your predictions in. We have a no. We have another no. But if the poison is in my cup... But maybe you put the poison in your own cup. Any more predictions? Get your predictions in for this mysterious prediction. Don't worry, Sparky Wolf is the guard that never lies. And Logic Dolphin is the guard that always lies. So you just have to figure out which one to ask your question. And what's your question? Spent 10 years in Australia developing immunity to channel point predictions. All right, looks like this prediction is not going to have a yes, so we're going to cancel it. We're going to delete it. Return your points. They say Ra and Sa for yes or no, but you don't know which is which. All right, we're just going to have the same prediction as last time. I'm going to make it 1 minute. And you can get your predictions in. You can even see what's happening to get your predictions in with some advanced knowledge. It's once again the Devourer, Prince of Gluttons, but this time it's Kadir and Mist. So make your predictions. Will I win again? Or will I lose with this market? Blaze. We have more accessible gems, Sifter's Pearl, Glass Core, Burning Opal, a Staff of Wonders, only one relic, and a bunch of spells. This is more of my kind of market. Monstrous Inferno. I would really love something to help me focus breaches, which we do have this relic, but it's so expensive. Maybe we do buy one. For Ether, we're going to buy this. I'm pretty sure. And we're going to play these. We're going to buy this. Always buy from the Devoured pile. Strategy tip. Guess we got to cast this. This one would be quicker with 2 mages. Not that the last game took that long. Lobotomize. I will always take the damage over devouring. Also, that's part of my strategies against this nemesis. ABB FDP. And I'll always ABTD IOD. Always be taking damage instead of devouring. If you can. We don't have Gravehold healing this time, so we're on more of a clock than we were before. Let's get some space in our breaches here. Hey, look, we can buy this. Empty the devoured pile. We'll definitely try to kill the Thoughtbiter. We're not very good at it, but we're doing our best. I only need this, but I could get a charge if I didn't heal, but I feel like we're going to want the heal because we don't have a lot in the market for healing, so let's buy that. And now Kadir is set for gems. We're going to suffer damage. I mean, there's nothing devoured right now. Excuse me. It would be devouring the Staff of Wonders, which we're probably not going to buy. I mean, Kadir could buy it next turn. So let's devour it and buy it from there if it's still there. Feeling spicy. See, here we unleash and it's buried, but Well, we could bury a Phoenix Flame instead of a Sifter's Pearl. Yeah, let's bury the spell, or devour the spell and then buy it. Three damage and draw a card. It's a spark or a spark. So I guess it's a spark. And here we suffer the damage. We don't want to bury the other card. Man, Banesire, come on. Why are you going to be like that? We have to kill this guy. And then we'll kill Banesire. We can kill this guy right now, so. Nope. I clicked the wrong thing. I want to click cast the prep spell and kill that guy. Garnet Shard is so good. It's one of my favorite things in life. 5 ether, we can buy a spell. Delicious. And get a charge. Yeah, like Garnet Shard is better than Sifter's Pearl. Not all unique cards are better than cards you can buy. This card is very, very good. It lets you mix up the tempo of the game in a way you normally can't. Like, the relics that let you do that are very expensive, but that's a starter card that you just have. So I cannot emphasize enough how good it is. And we are going to be stuck with a spark in our hand, which is annoying, but sometimes it is what it is. Alright, time to kill Banesire. We do not want unleashing to happen every turn. No, sir. And actually we can kill Banesire if Mist gets to go. Would someone like to draw a crystal? Doesn't really have a ton of value. Yeah, we have a complicated ether turn because we could have 2 or 3, and then we could discard a crystal if we wanted to. We could also heal if we wanted to. Can we afford... We don't have 9, do we? 3... We do have 9. We could buy the spell and the Staff of Wonders. I feel like that's an opportunity that is clear. We might be running into like breach issues because we're not focusing enough, but the Staff of Wonders focuses a breach twice, opens this up for us, so I'm okay with that. And it also heals when it dies, so when it's gone. All right, he got to go, so we're unleashing. We got a Staff of Wonders. No one else was going to be able to buy one, so let's go ahead and put Sifter's Pearls there now. Deciding what to devour when is pretty important because you want to devour stuff that you can buy right away, and you want to have a chance of having a turn right away. So right now it's kind of dangerous because he might go again and unleash and bury what you got there. So, but we'll buy these if we can. I don't know that we need to buy. Mist wants to buy another gem, yeah. So Mist kills Banesire. That's nice. If Mist kills Banesire, we don't get to buy that, but I think it's pretty worth it. To kill Banesire, because we don't want extra unleashing. That's bad. There are better cards than that. And I think we hold, like... We have 4 ether next turn, yeah, so we can potentially buy this if he doesn't unleash before then, so I think it's worth a gamble there. Let's just focus that. Her charge ability is fine, but it's like... I'm not going to go out of my way to buy the charges for that. At least initially. Bleed Static has returned. Alright, so we didn't unleash, so we have a chance to buy these things. Whereas Kadir's ability, I will usually pay for. Though we have Staff of Wonders, so maybe it's not necessary. I think we buy charge instead. So we're not worried about Bleed Static for a round, so I'm going to park that Spark and buy a Glass Core. And we can't park our Sparks, I don't think, because we can't afford 7 Ether. Gonna keep one parked. We could buy another Glass Core. I don't... I mean, it's not not a bad idea. Not the worst idea. What's under it? Sifter's Pearl. I mean, Kadir's kind of done with economy, right? She has 2, and Mist also has 2. The glass cores do go away if you end up using them too much, but... So the question is, do we want another glass core, or do we want... I mean, we're going to need glass cores to buy these really big spells, so maybe we do want to buy that. Maybe we do want that. Just this once. Alright, Kadir needs to empty some space. I mean, you don't have to, because we could do that. We could also discard a Spark. But I'm okay with parking the Spark instead. And buying a charge. I want the glass Staff of Wonders to come first. They're probably in the same hand anyway, but... And here we have a danger round. Where... There are 2 out of 3 Nemesis turns. This isn't going to go until next round, so Kadir will cast all of her spells before then. So we're safe regards to Bleed Static doing 6 damage to Kadir. That's not going to happen. And actually, Mist won't have any spells prepped either, so we're going to cast actually all of our spells. And I will spend a charge for this, because I'm not as excited about her ability. Probably don't need to do that. Do we buy? I could buy a Disintegrating Scythe. But I could also buy a Planar Insight. We definitely want to start buying some spells to handle some of these minions coming up. Right now this does 4 damage, which is pretty solid. We could also buy Monstrous Inferno, but that's hard to use. Yeah. Or Staff of Wonders. We want another Staff of Wonders. We want Planar Insight. We want Planar Insight. God Feeders. This is our first Gravehold damage. And he chomps... Oh, and this guy, well, he's the priority. This guy almost made us lose last time. So, yeah, we will spend a charge to kill him. And we will kill him all the way. And we'll kill God Feeders next, because we also don't like that. Kadir, does Kadir want the Devoured thing? I think we might just buy charges here. We have 5 or 6. Up to 7. So probably 6 Ether. I think we probably take the heal with this. And take the durability to get an extra charge. Or we could focus and 1 charge. Then Staff of Wonders just fully opens. Yeah, actually we don't need to buy another Staff of Wonders because that's going to cover Mist as well. Just the one Staff of Wonders is enough for 2 players. We could buy this, but I don't think we need it. Like, we've got a Glass Core and the Sifter's Pearl, or the Burning Opal, sorry. So I think we preserve, focus, and charge, and then when we get that, we can open it on Kadir's second turn from now. I think that's pretty good. Thanks for the subscription, Scott Jensen. Welcome. And we should also probably buy big spells. I just want him to devour things so we can buy them. Is that too much to ask? Really? Ooh. Keep these both. Now do we want 5 or 6? I mean, there's that, but we already have... I guess we have glass cores. We don't have the other one. So maybe it's good to get one of those. But 6 is another planar insight, which actually is really good for Kadir to get. She should be buying those. But they're going to be good for everyone, because we're going to be able to afford to open everything. Yeah, let's grab another planar insight. We're not getting the right opportunities to buy them from the devoured pile, but... Oh, right. Damage. Should have remembered that. Forgot that. Guess Mist needs a heal. Shouldn't have prepped those sparks. I don't want to place Seraphage back into play. Seraphage is worse than Unleashing twice and Gravefold. if he goes again right away, it's definitely worse. So we are devouring gems. And then those, so that we have a chance to buy those spells. Alright. Stupid bleed static that I forgot about already. Let's buy one of these spells. We need volume of spells for Kadir. And we don't want to use our charges on him. We do cast the Spark. What's the draw? Pretty good. It's a pretty good draw. Oh yeah, actually, go back. Do we want to actually, if we focus Mist's Breach, that's pretty good, because she has planar insights. Discard a Spark so she can draw more economy for her turn, which is coming up. And we still have another charge on that, so we can focus this later. Buy a charge or buy a spell. That's a lot of spells in a row. Yeah, I think we don't want too many spells in a row. And we kill this guy. That just does 4 damage immediately. Actually, a lot more than 4 damage. Okay. We do that and that. Yeah. Grab this, cast it. Like that. Preserve durability, buy the spell. Perfect. Glass core versus this. I think that's the flexibility of that is just so good. Like, let us do that. Let us kill that minion on our turn, where normally that would be impossible. All right, we've been ignoring Blaze. I don't think we need glass cores. We do have the minion coming up that cares about the number of supply piles. So I'm going to hit this gem first and then blaze to actually save Gravehold a little bit and give us a chance to buy blaze if we want. I don't think we're buying glass cores, so. All right, we have to. Kadir is the only heal, so we don't have enough healing to. Oh yeah, we do have to kill Needlemaw. Don't have Gravehold healing. Last time we ignored Needlemaw. This time we don't. That's 3 damage. I mean, it's 3 or 5, but we don't want Kadir to be using her charges on that, so. We buy a blaze? I mean, if we're gonna buy blaze, we have a lot of spells now, actually. There's no destruction in this game, so. Do we want blaze or do we want charges or focusing? The thing about blaze is it's not really worth it unless you buy multiple of them. I think we're going to be buying these and not blaze. So I'm just going to focus this, I think. It's so I'm not going to get a chance to focus it very often, but I will next turn too. Or I could go for the give Kadir a big turn. Let's give Kadir big turns. Or also deal more damage with our other spell. Hey, we kill this guy. Park the spark. Take health. We might actually need to buy this for health. Because we can't destroy cards, so we can't go faster. We don't have our. I mean, we don't have big spells yet. Do we buy? Yeah, we want to buy a planar insight. So buy a planar insight. That's the glass core at 1 durability now. Damage. All right, now we're getting the big guns a little bit. Discard a spark. Keep that. We could again buy another planar insight here. We could also just charge up and give Kadir a bunch of card draw and let her fully. Yeah, that's actually a really good turn for Kadir, isn't it? Yeah, it's worth literally 1 charge to lose the durability, so I think we save that option. It's a big turn for Kadir, which is coming right up, so. And we can smack the Mind Guzzler, hopefully. Hopefully Kadir gets to go before that. All right, we can open that up and heal. And we just prep everything, I think. We could also give a spark draw. Whoop-de-doo. Yeah, I think I want better spells, but I could buy 2 blazes. There is that. What do we have? 5, maybe 6. So we're not going to buy 2 blazes. And we're not using our ability this turn. We could get it charged up so that we can use it next turn once we cast all these. We also have a bunch of ether that we can. Yeah, so maybe actually we buy another planar insight because we have everything totally open. We use our ability next turn because we can afford to. Hey, it's Kadir. So this is just all of these spells kill this guy without spending charges. And then we just prep those spells again. Cool. So if we want... Yeah, actually, this is fine. Preserve durability, get life. Get a life. Get planar insight, and 2 of these. And smashy smashy. This represents 7, 14 damage, 20 damage. 20 damage here. That's pretty good. Go heal first. Alright, I guess we're doing 20 damage. And we're gonna prep sparks. Because we shot our big shot. We don't need this crystal. I mean, we don't need to draw a spark over there, but it doesn't really hurt. So. Venomite. Don't like him. He hits the lowest. We don't like that, and he makes us take damage. Like, discarding things makes us not able to kill it, so we're taking the damage so that we can kill it. I wish I had actually... I can just, yeah. I can use planar insight to kill it. This does 5, 6 damage in here, so I don't need to cast this. Garnet Shard, am I right? This is discard 2 cards in hand, but I can't do that now. And maybe we'll get to it, maybe not. Not next turn. Maybe Kadir's turn, but planar insight's probably better. Our supply is pretty alright so far. We dodged the Seraphage didn't get to go off at all, so. Alright, do we have... Yeah, we have a pretty starter turn next turn. We do have a lot of durability left on this. I think maybe we use 1 to get 2 charges, because that's more damage. Coming down the pipe. Oh, I definitely did that wrong. Go back. That first. I don't know if it matters. Probably doesn't. And we'll keep the sparks parked. And yeah, I mean, honestly, I'm not too excited about Blaze. So we don't actually have... We could start working on opening those breaches, which is more damage for planar insight. But giving that big turn to Kadir is actually kind of nice, so maybe we'll do that. Kadir has 2 amped up sparks. We'll cast those. We'll get a health for mist and a charge. Nothing too exciting. Cast 1 spark at least. We could focus. We could also give a pretty good turn to Kadir for 4 ether. What do we have? 3, 4, 5, 6. Say we're short on doing both of those things. I think giving the turn to Kadir is probably the most valuable thing. because actually we could discard this and get that. We have enough ether to like charge up though, right? We don't have the most things in our discard, so it's not the most exciting thing. Unless we were able to buy... Actually, if we discard a card, we can play it. Yeah, okay. Okay. I mean, I don't like this, but I think not discarding our best cards is probably good. So we're actually going to discard this so that we can use our ability to get it back. And I don't super... I mean, having the extra charge for the damage, again, let's take that. That's... We could buy another spell, but I think giving Kadir a big turn here is going to potentially just win the game, so... Unleash 3 times, or any player suffers 2 damage. Yeah, 2 damage versus getting 9 cards devoured. We'll take the 2 damage. Every time. Look at this beautiful hand. So any card we buy, we can prep this turn. How much ether do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 7, 8, maybe 9. So we spend 1 charge. We go for Disintegrating Scythe, or we could go for Monstrous Inferno, which is kind of fun. Let's get Monstrous Inferno. So I think we need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So we could break this to have 10 and spend an extra charge here, but I don't think we do. I don't think so. Oh wait, we need to charge and buy it. Right. Which means we actually only have 6. Well, I mean, Planar Insight, though, is pretty rad. So we break it for that. Yeah, that's pretty worth it. Here we are. We're loaded for bear with way more than 20 damage. These are 21. And 24, 28 damage. Yeah. A little overkill. Once Kadir gets to go, which we'll see. Maybe the Nemesis gets a bunch of turns in a row and we lose, so we'll see. Unleash twice is devouring 3 cards, which is just going to be a bunch of damage, and we'll put the blazes on top. We are getting a bunch of damage on Gravehold. We might win a mist turn, though, because of Garnet Shard. Well, here he's trying to kill us. Gravehold is taking too much damage. It's down to 2. But we're going to do this. That's why I kept this charge. I don't know if that's needed, but yeah. And Garnet Shard coming in for the win. I mean, we were ready to blast the heck out of whatever appeared. You can call hack Sparky Wolf, but it's just good play. We are the victors. I will choose the outcome. The outcome is set. All right. So instead of quick play, because we might get this guy again, which is, he's fine, but I've already beaten him 5 times. apparently. Twice tonight. I don't know that it was easy, but I think there's some strats. There's some strats you can pull off against them. If I click random this time, it's Horde-Crone. All right, Horde-Crone. Horde-Crone, where's your graphic? Horde-Crone, what's happening? Where's your graphic? Where? Why are you graphic? Why do you not have graphic? Does this happen to anyone else, or is it just me? Well, Horde-Crone has a picture, but she looks like that. Sparky did it. All right. I'm a master of magic. I like that. More spells. More spells is better than less spells. That's my favorite, really. Big spender. I'm definitely into having more spells and less relics. So let's go Master of Magic and actually change a gem to a spell as well. Is she set to a skin that doesn't exist? Oh, you know what? That might be that there's the skin for that is not, the file isn't there properly. That is actually quite possible, Take Walker, that we missed a graphic. Yeah. All right. Make a note. Horde-Crone, pink skin missing. Main card image. Take Walker solved the bug. That's what it was. That's probably what it was based on what happened there. It's embarrassing, Horde-Crone. You're missing your picture. All right, let's do 2 mages. So I'll just click 2 and then click random. Mist and Xaxos. We already had Mist, so let's try again. Xaxos and Nim. All right, we're going to deck her out, maybe. And I'm going to click random supply. And, oh yeah, my favorite, Searing Ruby. Because it lets me buy more spells, right? Planar Insight. I'm going to craft the market. Sometimes it's fun to craft a market. So let's get, with Nim, a really good spell with Nim is Scrying Bolt, because you can organize the Nemesis deck to your liking. Mage's Talisman is pretty sweet. Jade, can we just have only Searing Ruby? We have 4 Ether in our starting hands. We don't need Jade. We just need Searing Ruby. So let's add a spell. One of my favorites, Amplify Vision. Automatically focuses for you and then starts doing more damage once it's focused. We have Spectral Echo, which is my favorite spell, my card destruction, favorite card destruction thing. Let's swap out Blaze. Let's go for Combustion, which is really good against Horde-Crone because it helps clean up the Trogs. And Consuming Void, if we have Spectral Echo, isn't super necessary. There's Chaos Arc is nice. I wonder if we look at another relic. Maybe, like, we don't have any way to heal ourselves or Gravehold right now. So we could look at a Focusing Orb as a Gravehold heal if Gravehold starts getting in trouble. And we could look at replacing this Disintegrating Scythe with a spell that heals, like Essence Theft. There are some relics that heal, but I find that they're not They're like a one-time heal, right? They're not super reliable. At least the ones that are available right now. So, yeah. Arcane Nexus is also very good. Lets you double play gems. Let's swap out this for this. And so our big bomb is Planar Insight, powered up by Amplify Vision and Focusing Orb. And we have Scrying Bolt. It's 5 damage. It's pretty awesome. All right, 1 gem. I feel like 1 gem. Like it doesn't really matter what the gems you are. I usually buy 2 or 3. So like, why do I need more than 1? That's my thinking. Let's see if it works. Oh wait, I need to put a prediction. Will I take out the Horde-Crone? Yes, to a delicious lunch. Yun. Oh, that's too long. Fancy luncheon. No. You have been spurned. Alright, you have 2 minutes to predict, and you can watch while I take my first turn and see what happens to inform your prediction and win your points. Alright, we have Decimate, unleash twice and any player gains 2 charges, or Gravehold suffers 2 damage. Unleashing brings forth Trogs, which could, based on the current situation, do damage to Gravehold also. So I'm going to just go with the Gravehold for damage at this junction. All right, Orps. Let's buy our delicious Searing Ruby. That's all we need. Buy those when we have the chance. Same thing for Xaxos. All right, we can flare. It's a player card, so I'm going to kill this guy. Another 4 ether. We're going to buy another Sing Ruby. And then we're going to start buying Amplify Vision. Deal 1 damage or gain 2 ether. I choose ether at this time. I think we just open that breach up. I know we're going to be getting Amplify Vision, but this one's cheap. Relatively. Like, I can't also buy anything else. Well, Spectral Echo, but it's a little early. So let's do that. Power 2, no Trogs in play, unleash twice. Otherwise, 2 damage for each Trog in play. Ideally, you want there to be 1 Trog for that, I think. We park our Sparks here. And we can actually buy any spell. I do love a Combustion with Trogs. So I'm going to grab that and a charge since I have the opportunity. Nim is short on buying another gem here, but unleash twice, discard a Trog. Let's get rid of the one that hits Gravehold. So now there is 1 in play, so it's 2 damage to Gravehold, which is not so bad. I think we just hold on to our stuff here. Again, we could buy one of these and a charge. I feel like I want Amplify Vision and Spectral Echo, though. Because I have a harder time with my breaches here with Xaxos. There's the 2 damage. Unleash. We collectively discard 2 gems. So we could buy a Spectral Echo over here. We have 6 5/6 available here. We probably want to buy another Amplify Vision so we can just discard 2 off of here, and then Nim can buy a Spectral Echo. Alright, I'm gonna actually cast this now. And we can kill this guy. I think we want to make room for combustion. Alright, we do need it more. We can buy another Searing Ruby here, I think. Because, yeah, we're actually in the situation where we're not going to have space for our spells next turn, which is annoying. If only we could have predicted it. Actually, I think we can open that breach, actually. Because we can get 2 ether here. We have 9 ether. It's kind of a waste, though. I feel it's fine having a turn where we don't get to do that. We might have 2 turns in a row where we don't get to do that, though. Isn't it the case? I think that is the case. Well, that's awkward. Who planned this game? We want to buy another. We're just going to buy stuff. We're going to buy Amplify Vision, or we're going to buy Focusing Orb. Catapult's down to 24. Let's buy Focusing Orb. Just be ready. Horde-Crone is next. Alright, we want to focus a breach and maybe buy 1 more Spectral Echo. Clean up our crystals and sparks. Haze Spewer. Don't like that. What do we got next turn? 3 spells. But we do have enough ether to open that on that turn. So we can also buy a Focusing Orb here or an Amplify Vision. I do love buying Amplify Visions, so maybe we don't have enough breaches to do that, what we just did. It's fine. We'll be fine. What's the worst thing we have when we lose the game and Gravehold everyone dies? It's probably the worst that could happen. I'm okay with unleashing twice. There's nothing. At least at the moment. Yeah, we did screw up because we have a spark sitting around. Now. Again. Both mages have a spark sitting around. Thanks, Flare. We're talking about decking out the Nemesis, right? And like hitting the Nemesis a whole bunch as well, for some reason. 3 spells coming up and 2 ether. You say, well, there's nothing we can do about that. Probably should plan things better, right? Let's grab Combustion. We are eventually going to have everything focused because we're buying a bunch of focusing stuff. It's just maybe we're not smart about organizing it the right way. We can destroy a spark. And probably cast a spark so we can buy a spell. Like actually amplify vision for Nim now? Yeah. Actually. There's no minion. We hang on to this. We take the ether. We can focus any breach. And we have 8. I think we want to start buying scrying bolts. We're still a ways from tier 3. So maybe we don't need to buy one just yet. I want to buy one like just when it's time to start using it. That would be ideal. I mean, having the 5 damage is not a bad idea. To be fair. We could buy an Amplify Vision and something else. I think we buy the Scrying Bolt now. And a charge. Cauterizer, don't like him. Ouch. I mean, this is the first damage we're taking in the game, so okay. But still, don't like Cauterizer. And he could go twice here. That could be bad. If that's the game, if the game is Cauterizer making us lose, like, that would be annoying. Ouch. Damage from Yuds. Alright. Hit this fool. Three spells next turn, but we can focus. Do we focus this or get a charge? I guess we get a charge. We can spend our charge for things. Ouch. No. Venomite. All right, minions. We did buy a lot of spells, so we have ways. It's also problematic. Amplify to the max. All right, these guys are mostly in control. I think we need to kill Needle Bomb, Venomite thing. Destroy a card. Can't destroy a card this turn. Need that ether. And we can't quite kill this, but it's probably worth hitting it first anyways. Maybe we hit an Orb and it. The Horde Hybrid is annoying. I have a card I want to destroy next turn. Crystal, maybe. Well, we were going to want to focus that again, so. I mean, we still cast it, don't we? 6 ether. Time for getting a heal or planar insight. We're going to be doing pretty good damage with planar insight soon. Let's get the heal thing, though. We're taking more damage than I wanted. And ooh, we don't. Yeah. We'll take the 2 damage. I don't know. The 2 damage is actually pretty dangerous right now. Let's discard this and have all hopes riding on Pulverizing Ray. Come on. Ugh. We're gonna give Xaxos damage. Discard. all 6 of our gems? Yeah, I think so. So good ones first. Great. Orb. Please be Zom. Nope. Alright, of course. It's Xaxos, who doesn't have a spell. Yeah, clearly that. Oh, come on. Come on. 1 damage for each dragon play. It's also not great. It's not great. Yeah, we can't afford to take so much damage. Alright, we get 3 turns. We can kill this with Scrying Bolt. Just lose a charge to see what's on top. I don't think we care what's on top right now. Do we? I guess we can put off something really horrible. We have to kill the Trogs because this is going to go off. This is probably worth paying for if we can. But we're probably not going to have the ether for it. So let's spend the charge for this. Unleash twice. Or put that guy back into play. And this is happening after this, but before this. So yeah, we're definitely in risk of getting overwhelmed. This is at least optional, so this gives us a idea. And they're both attacks, so if we do get to use our ability, we could discard them both. But they're just tier 2 cards, so they're like not as bad as the next cards. Yeah, we need to kill some of these guys. 1 damage is not super useful. 2 ether is a charge, which also isn't super useful. I mean, we'll take the charge. Let's focus. Yeah, actually, Xaxos can't prep all his spells on his turn, so help out Xaxos. This gets 3 and 3, which doesn't matter a whole lot. But we could put it in there. It does matter slightly against that thing. Can't cast it though. We can knock down this a little bit. So I like to have things like this because they have 2 health. So having a spark there is kind of nice. All right, let's see what happens. We get to go. We get to kill the thing. So we don't take any damage. That's good. We're not... Oh, actually, and we have 7 ether over here, do we? No, we have 6, because it's not enough. And he doesn't have his spell to get some ether. We could have saved it. Oh, well. Should have looked ahead for that. We're just going to probably have to have that happen. We could actually hold on to this Searing Ruby. We can look at that in a second here. I guess we... If this is 3, it changes what we do, right? So it's a player card. So yeah, we use this to hit this. Then Spectral Echo. So the question is, do we want to destroy? We prep all of these. We have 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 ether. But if we... Actually, we don't get to this one, right? Because of this. Yeah, we can't get to the 7 because of this card in the way. So I think we just don't get that. So we may as well destroy this crystal here. Buy a charge with it. Xaxos. Do we damage or do we save our stuff for all of these guys coming out? And we do this to get a health, but we can save these spells. I think we're pretty well set up to... I mean, I don't know if we can deck out. We don't have a lot of health. We might actually have to try to do damage. Maybe we did... I don't know. We're kind of in a bad situation because we were hoping to deck out, but we took so much damage that we're probably not going to make it if we try to do that. Yeah. I don't know. I could see it going either way. Bad situation, you say? We have 5 damage here that we could be saving for Trogs, because Xaxos is going to go after all the Trogs come into play. I think that's probably the smarter thing to do right now. So let's do that. We'll hit with this to give a heal. I think Xaxos is the strongest one right now, actually. And we can buy the heal spell. Yeah, I think that's probably smart. I want to buy combustion, but yeah, we save our combustion. We could destroy the spark. Oh yeah, we could buy another scrying bolt. I like that. Let's just try the spark. Keep that. And do that. I think that's all right. I don't think we want to use this just now. We want to wait until their tier 3 cards we're discarding. So here we could replace... Oh, his Horde Hybrid actually was the last discarded. Interesting. It's not that guy. Horde Hybrid's actually not so bad. Because Unleash is basically putting more things like Horde Hybrid. So, I mean, this does Unleash, so it's not awesome. I chose it. It's happening. This is potentially very bad. Any player discards 3 cards. I guess it's Nim. I mean, it's either Nim or Xaxos. Nim's going right away. So maybe it's Xaxos, actually. Alright, I mean, that could have been worse. We still haven't a card. We can actually discard the hybrid. And yeah, we're taking too much damage. We have to get rid of Yuds. Great, unleash twice. Do we lose? It's a Yud. We lose one mage. I guess it's Xaxos. Has less charges. And we lose. We're still processing this, I guess. Oh, right. There's that bonus unleashes are happening. And we have to pick Xaxos here. We destroy a breach. I think it has to be that breach, fortunately. Gravehold! Alright. Player with the most press spells discards their most expensive press spell. Alright, fine. Alright, we survived that hilarious Nemesis turn. We definitely can't afford to be taking damage from these guys right now. And we can't afford anything, but yeah, it's a little wow. So it's all tier 3, but I want to know what it is so we can discard 2 before I use my ability, which might be foolish. Is it foolish? Or do we just use it? Maybe we just use it. It was an attack, so we discarded both. Great. 2 attacks. All right. If I put that on top, what do we have coming up? Okay. Put this here, because that can kill a thing. Buy another charge. Let's go. Our turn. Yay! Alright. This is 4 damage, which is sad, but it must be done. If these guys get to 3... it's the discards, which is... yeah, actually, anyone taking 2 damage is really bad. But Gravehold taking 5 damage is slightly worse. But then Gravehold suffers 3 damage is not as bad as any player suffers 2 damage. No. Just gotta kill these guys. Please, Xaxos, go again. Yay! Alright. These guys are actually hitting us. So they can go. Then. Alright. Clear the field mostly. Put a spark up in here because it's 2. And now what? Amplify Vision's pretty good damage. I can't afford anything that heals. Could buy a single charge, but that seems like a poor value. That's my... yeah, that's too many spells in a row coming up. So I think it's a charge, actually. I don't have enough breaches to fill, like, to hold everything. Come on, don't kill me. Yay, Azam. Alright, destroy the top 3 cards of their deck. That seems alright. That seems less alright. It's Xaxos. Oh, but it's 3 damage. But it has to be actually, it has to be Xaxos anyways, because otherwise we lose. So. Or, so the top option is we lose the game. The bottom option is we don't lose the game right away. So we click that. All right, I don't know that we're decking out. We're having trouble. We could heal Gravehold, actually. Might be a good idea. We can look at the top of the deck. I think that's probably a good idea. So we do that up here. I don't know that it's worth hitting Horde-Crone if we're going for the deck out. I don't know that we're going for the deck out. We don't have enough damage, though. We have to try to survive somehow. Those cards are all horrible. And there's 2 Nemesis turns. I think there's little chance that we are winning here. We may be spurned. Because we can get at most 2 charges. So I think, I mean, yeah. I don't know. 42 is a lot. Come back for maybe worse. 42 is a lot, and there are 6 cards left. This can help us discard the right ones, but we don't have any charges to do that with. So the best chance of us surviving is, as long as these things don't kill us, is killing these guys. So unfortunately, I'm going to overkill this guy and spend a charge to see what's coming and try to... Yeah, like this. Would love to discard this. This is also very bad. Because if Horde-Crone plays this and goes again, then we just lose. So it kind of has to be this, which is gross. So there's that. Well, at least we can kill the Trogs and then there won't be any in play. How about that? And we can try to get enough charges to maybe discard the Doom Aegis. Alright, we're holding on to this spell. And we're short on this, but I think we're buying charges. Doom Aegis is coming, but I don't know. We have to sort of hedge our bets, I think. It's awful. Doom Aegis is coming. We can't do anything about it. Unleash twice. Persistent unleash twice. Uh-oh. Yep, there's that. And, alright, we get a turn. Problem is we're not going to have 7 ether. No one can have 7 ether. And the player with the most charges is currently the wrong player. If we want this to go to Gravehold instead. So that's bad. Should have thought about that, I guess. I guess we just do the best we can. If Xaxos tries to buy charges, he might be able to become the one with the most charges. Yeah, he can. That means we don't discard a card. So that's exciting. And we don't discard or destroy a card or... do any of those things. We must buy charges twice. We must buy charges and we must hope that Xaxos goes again. He did. Okay. And if... see, we have too many spells again. So we can buy a charge so Xaxos can be the one who has the most charges. So that this goes off and hits Gravehold for 8. So there's that. Alright. This can kill... yeah, of course it's that. This... I don't think it matters having 1 life or 2 life. I mean, we can't cast all these spells, can we? So... that's fair. Alright, now Xaxos can be the one to take the Doom Aegis damage. Hooray. These should go in there. Alright, unleash twice. Our favorite. Alright. Gravehold's ever say damage. Alright, now we lose. That was interesting. How do you want to lose? Pick your poison. Gravel suffers 4 or Nim suffers 2. We'll leave Gravehold alive somehow. We'll be like, wait, no, we want to lose the other way. We'll lose for a different reason. We can undo. And we'll do the first thing. Yeah, that was tough. It can be tough to straddle the line between trying to deck out. We got down to 3 cards. The problem is the cards get worse and worse and worse. But we never had enough damage to really take on Horde-Crone directly, so we were hoping to try to skip some of these really horrible cards, but we didn't manage to do that. We took too much damage. So we lost. So Sparky Wolf is the winner. We have been spurned by the Horde-Crone. We did not get a fancy luncheon. Sparky Wolf has earned some hard-earned, some well-earned Pointalabras. Congratulations. It happens. Once in a while, I might lose a game. All right. That is going to do it for Handelabra Live. Check out the Aeon Zen New Age Kickstarter. Still up for about another 16 hours to go, according to this. I know we are not super close to the goal, but the more support we get, the more, the more we know people have interest in it. So even though you won't be charged if it doesn't reach the goal, but pledging doesn't hurt. So take a look, and we'll be talking more about that in the coming days, as well as other new stuff coming up. Spirit Island for phones is coming out very soon, so watch out for that. And there might be a sale soon. I don't know. Who knows? There might be a sale around this time every year. Weird. Take a look at all of our social media and subscribe to our mailing list for all of that stuff. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you all next time. Good night, everyone.